Hello guys, welcome to my channel that is know more about world, and in this channel I will launch many series, and the first series is revisiting time, in which we will go through the evolution of many things around us in our world. So the first video we are going to start with is evolution of clocks. So let's begin this journey of clocks, in which we will learn about how clocks begin and came into our world. So let's begin it, guys. To the first timeline for the evolution of timekeeping. The first mechanical clock was invented in Europe around the start of 14th century and were the standard timekeeping device until the pendulum clock was invented in 1656. So guys, in the first mechanical clock was invented in Europe. You can note down from this. Now we will go back to sundials and obelisks. So the ancient Egyptian obelisks constructed about in 3500 BC are also among the earliest shadow clocks. The oldest known sundial is from Egypt. It dates back to around 1500 BC. Sundials have their origin in shadow clocks, which were the first devices used for measuring the parts of a day. Now you can see here the obelisk clock which I had put in this video. Now we will learn about the Greek water clocks. An early prototype of the alarm clock was invented by the Greeks around 250 BC. The Greeks built a water clock called a clepsydra, where the rising water would both keep time and eventually hit a mechanical bird that triggered an alarming whistle. So here you can see that in this the water is surrounded by a conical shape like container, and it is here a trigger also. Clepsydras were most useful than sundials. They could be used in indoors during the night and also when the sky was cloudy, although they were not as accurate. So guys, here we can see that accuracy in clocks was not there. Greek water clocks became more accurate around only 325 BC, and they were adapted to have a face with an hour hand, making the reading the clock more precise and convenient. Candle clocks. Now guys, we will learn about the candle clocks, which are a bit amazing thing. The earliest mention of candle clocks comes from the Chinese poem written in 520 AD. According to the poem, the graduated candle with a measured rate of burn was means of determining the time at night. Similar candles were used in Japan until the early 10th century. So here you can see that the candle clocks were more popular in Japan, and here I have put an animation about the candle clock, and here you can see it. Now we will know about the hourglass. Hourglass were the first dependable, reusable, reasonably accurate and easily constructed time measurement devices. From the 15th century onwards, hourglasses were used primarily to tell time while at sea. An hourglass comprises two glass bulbs connected vertically by a narrow neck that allows a regulated trickle of material, usually sand, from the upper bulb to the lower one. Hourglasses are still in use today. Yes, guys, so we can see that hourglasses are still in use today, and we have not seen it likely that they are not in regular use, but we have seen it in many times in the television in the ancient programs. They also were adopted for use in churches, industry, and in cooking. Now we will look upon to the monastery clocks and clock towers. Church life, and specifically monks calling others to prayer, made timekeeping devices a necessity in daily life. The earliest medieval European clockmakers were Christian monks. The first recorded clock was built by the future Pope Sylvester II around the year 1996. Much more sophisticated clocks and church clock towers were built by later monks. Peter Lightfoot, a 14th century monk of Glastonbury, built one of the oldest clocks still in existence and continues to be in use at London's Science Museum. So here we can see that the monastery clocks were more popular in about London, and we will move to the next. Journey is very amazing, guys. Now we'll move to the regular present time watches, which are a wristwatch. In 1504, the first portable timepiece was invented in Nuremberg, Germany by Peter Henlin. It was not very accurate. So hey guys, we can again see that the accuracy in clocks was not there since the last 10 centuries. The first reported person to actually wear a watch on the wrist was the French mathematician and philosopher Blaise Pascal, 1623 to 1662. With a piece of string, he attached his pocket watch to his wrist. So here guys, we can see that the wristwatch was discovered about the starting of 16th century. Now we move to minute hand. In 1577, Jost Bugge invented the minute hand. Bugge's invention was a part of a clock made for Tycho Brahe, an astronomer who needed an accurate clock for stargazing. So guys, now we can note that the accuracy in clocks were just gradually coming up. Now we will learn about the pendulum clock. In 1656, the pendulum clock was invented by Christian Huygens, making clocks more accurate. So gradually the accuracy in clocks was building up, and in 1656 the pendulum clock was invented. Now guys, there came up mechanical alarm clock. The first mechanical alarm clock was invented by American Levi Hudkins of Concord, New Hampshire in 1787. However, the ringing bell alarm on his clock could ring only at 4 a.m. So here we can note it as a limitation about his mechanical alarm clock. In 1876, a mechanical wind-up alarm clock that could be set for any time was patented by Seth E. Thomas. So now guys, we can note that in 1876, about 90 years from 1787, the first accurate alarm clock was invented and it was patented by Seth E. Thomas. Now we will move to the standard concept of standard time. Sir Sanford Fleming invented standard time in 1878. Only after 90 years that the first mechanical clock was invented. Standard time is a synchronization of clocks within a geographical area to a single time standard. It developed out of a need to aid weather forecasting and train travel. In the 20th century, the geographical areas were evenly spaced into time zones. So the geographical zones were now divided into time zones, and the standard time was constant for all these geographical zones. Now we were understanding the concept of standard time. Now we will move on to the quartz clock, and it is very popular even today, as in the many homes in India they are quartz clock only. In 1927, Canadian born Warren Morrison, a telecommunication engineer, was searching for reliable frequency standards at Bell Telephone Laboratories. He developed the first quartz clock, a highly accurate clock based on the regular vibrations of a quartz crystal in an electrical circuit. So guys, now we can make a conclusion that in 1927 the most accurate clock, which is the quartz clock, was invented. Now we will see about the Big Ben, and in 1908 the Westclax Clock Company has issued a patent for the Big Ben alarm clock in London. The outstanding feature on this clock is the bell back, which completely envelops the inner case back and is an integral part of the case. The bell back provides a loud alarm. So guys, after every hour this alarm of this Big Ben clock rings up, and it makes a very huge noise which reaches down to the very far away regions also in London. Now we will move on to the present day time, which is a battery powered clock. The Warren Clock Company was formed in 1912 and produced a new type of clock run by batteries. Prior to that, clocks were either wound or run by weights. Okay guys, now we can conclude that the battery powered clocks was invented or discovered in 1912, and till then the accuracy in clocks were gradually coming up, and now the accuracy was constant in the clocks till the present day times of the wristwatch, and now the smartwatches has also been discovered around 5 to 6 years back, and now they are in use. So guys, how do you like my video? Put down in the comment section, and you have not subscribed to my channel to subscribe it. Then there are many new videos coming to the channel, and do not forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, and also press the bell icon so that you can get the latest updates about my videos as soon as possible. Okay guys, thank you and bye bye.